Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel and happy 4th of July. Can you believe it already? Well, I have an idea of something that I want to make today, and I thought I would bring you along and see if you would like to make some of these with me. This is a heart punch. I don't know what size that is, 1 1/4 wide. And I'm going to make some heart-shaped paper clips and or page tabs, but we're going to shabby chic them up a little bit. So here's my thought. I would like to cover these with lace, although they're already lacy looking, but I got this piece of lace and I decided to punch them out first, because if I'd have punched them out last, I wouldn't be able to punch through the lace. You know what I mean? So anyway, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to glue these down just randomly to the lace. It doesn't really matter if it's in the middle of a flower or a motif here or there. I'm not going to worry too awful much about that. I'm just wanting them to glue down on there somewhere pretty. And I don't even know. You need an even number of the, uh-oh, wrong side. Okay, we'll do that one on that side. I wanted this side. I did one and messed up already. Okay, do as I say, not as I do, huh? Anyway, I got to have an even number of them because I want to put them front to back. So... and one can be a different color on the back. That's okay. It's got that dark on the back. The lace will actually probably look very good through that. So let's do 2 that way. Happy accidents, right? Okay, now we're going to let that dry and we're going to cut them all out. And this glue dries pretty quick, so I can probably go ahead and start. I'm using my silicone mat so that it won't stick, or if it does, it'll peel right back off. So now I'm going to put this on. See how that came through? That's cool, huh? All right, so now I'm going to cut all these out, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we have them all cut out now. See how pretty? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. I did an odd number. All right, that's okay. I'll do something else with that one, but we will work with these 7. So I'll put those 2 together, those 2 together, and then maybe these 2 together. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is I want to hang these eyelets on here, because the idea I had was to make like a little necklace on there. So I'm just going to do one at a time so you don't have to watch me fiddle with this forever. Okay, so I am going to put an eyelet at the top, if I can get it in there. Punching a little hole. This is a 1/8 inch hole. And see, I'm punching through lace, so the fabric does not punch. Very good. Okay, and then I'm going to put an eyelet. God, these things are so tiny. Teeny tiny in here, and I'm going to set that eyelet with my crocodile. I never dreamed I'd use this thing as much as I do, but I do. All right, let's set that eyelet, and I'm going to put this eyelet in. It's going to have an eyelet on each side to hang my chain from, and close. Okay, good deal. Okay, and then of course I want the tiniest little gold chain, something very, very tiny and delicate. See how pretty? That'll be so cute. That'll be so cute. Okay, so I'm gonna first, I will need a jump ring on the end, but that one is way too small, the one that's on there. We're just gonna take it off. I'm going to try to take it off. Well, come on, Caroline. I think that one is hooked all the way down. All right, so I'm going to take that little jump ring off because I'm going to have to put a much, much bigger one that will go all the way through that eyelet on my thingamabobby. All right, so I want it to be about, and then if it's too long, I can always fix it. So I'm not going to worry about that. Okay, so here we go. There's our little piece of chain. Now, we need a jump ring that is big enough to go, I'm going to say probably that size right there. All right, let's see if that works. Okay, so we're going to open our jump ring. Open the jump ring. Oh, you know what? I bet the gauge of this jump ring is going to be too big because this is super tiny chain. I bet it ain't going to go in there. Yep. Well, fiddle. Okay, I'll have to get a smaller jump ring. Okay, so what I had to do is actually go back and get a tinier jump ring that would go in that chain, and then I added my large one. So I probably should have left the little one that was on there to begin with. Live and learn. Okay, so now let's go into that eyelet and let's close the jump ring. You go past and you come back and you wiggle back and forth until it looks secure. All right, let's open this one. Where is it? Sometimes it's hard to find those openings. That means it was closed good the last time. Okay, and we're going to put this one into that eyelet, and we're going to close that one. Now look, how cute is that? So now all we need is just a little teeny charm to go on the end. So let's make a charm. Okay, so I have a head pin, and I'm going to load on this little bitty gold bead and a daisy spacer, and maybe I'll stop right there, and this little crystal. This is the Swarovski crystal, because I don't want this to be too awfully big. It's just a little bitty, kind of like a little necklace charm for this little miniature thing. So I'm going to cut this off about a ½ inch. I'm guessing about a ½ inch. Take your round nose. If you don't know how to do these, I think I've got a lot of tutorials on making jewelry and making jewelry loops, and one of my favorite things is to make jewelry. Okay, yeah, that'll be a nice little embellishment. Okay, let's make him stand up just a little bit. Oh, good. Okay, now we're going to take one more of the itty bitty jump rings. I hope it will work. And then I'm going to put this chain on it. So I didn't pierce a loop in the chain. I just put the whole chain inside the jump ring because I want it to slide back and forth. And that is not closed good. There we go. Okay. Look, y'all. Oh my gosh. Is that precious? Look. I love it. So now we need to attach our paper clip, and since I'm using gold, I'm going to stick with gold. So I'm going to take the back piece, and I want the small piece of the paper clip to go inside and the longer piece of the paper clip to come outside. And I'll show you something that I have learned the hard way. Normally I would push it all the way down like that, right? So it's completely hidden. But if you do, when you try to put it on your page, you're constantly having a hard time getting between the paper clip and the whatever you're using. So back it up just a little bit, say about that far. Then when you go to clip it on your page, it's just easier to get up under there. Does that make sense? Okay, so then we're going to glue these two guys together just like that. And I'll tell you something else. That also leaves a loop at the top that you can hang, tie a bow, tie some lace or something up in there. Okay, so let's take our glue. Now sometimes I do this with hot glue just because it dries instantly. And of course this one will be a little more archival, so I'm going to use this one even though it may not be an instant grab, but it's pretty quick. This is 3-in-1. You can use 3-in-1. I also have Fabrifix. I went to get Fabri-Tac, and this is all they had, but it's just as good, I do believe. I've used it quite a few times, and those bottles are expensive, but they last forever. And of course, I always go to like Hobby Lobby or Michael's or wherever and use a coupon. I never pay full price. Always use a coupon. I mean, I'll go in there sometimes and that's the only thing I buy that's wasn't on sale, so I can get a coupon for it. I mean, so I can use my coupon. So I'm just going to hold that together. Okay, so now while this one dries, I'm going to go and do these other two, and I'll be right back. Okay, I've got all three with the chains, and now I am making the other two little dangles, the little pendants for the little necklace. That's so tiny. And these are crystals also. This one's kind of a peachy color. I'm going to put those three there, and then I'm going to cut this off about there. Pull it back up and straighten it up, because it always is just a little bit crooked, which is probably me. I've made thousands of these, and they always come out a little crooked. That is an eye pin. I've got to have a head pin. Okay, so let me fix that lighting so you can see. Okay, so here's all three. So there's the first one that we made. And what I was going to do is just take a piece of, let me see which one I want to use. This one maybe. It's just a little teeny tiny scrap of sari silk. And I'm going to put it through that top loop. And if I can, I'm going to tie it because it just almost cut it too short. Let's see if I can get it through there. Come on, you. There we go. Okay. That's cute. Those are cute. So cute, so cute. Now this one kind of has a peachy looking, so I thought I would use this one, but that's too wide, so let's just rip it down, make it just a little bit thinner, and let's put it in here. And then we're going to put it on a journal page so you can see what it would actually look like, and you can see how that you can use it as a tab or as just an altered paperclip to hold something into your journal. That one wasn't totally dry up in there yet, but it's okay. Okay, now, and then this one just has this, I think it's called vitriol, something. I may be saying that wrong, the color of the stone. So I'm just going to use this kind of a brownish piece of sari that's got a little bit of a purple hue to it, but it probably doesn't look that way on camera, and I apologize. I can't seem to, I have a hard time working up here. I work back here most of the time, and I apologize because you can't see a thing I'm doing back there. Okay. So here are these three. They have the paper clips on the back, and I'm going to go get a page and show you. Okay, so this is just one of my personal journals that I made. And by the way, I wanted to show you this. This little cameo here is made from polymer clay and a mold. A friend of mine showed me how to do that. And so this is just one of my little journals. And this is one of the pages, and it's cardstock. And it's kind of a pinky peachy. So see, you could actually just attach your little heart right there, and it could be like a page tab. See how cute that would be as a page tab. Or if you want to, go ahead and put it on the top and slide it all the way down and just let it be a little dangle there, a little altered paper clip that you could put something underneath it. So anyway, it's just that simple, guys. Give it a try, have fun with it, and stay tuned because I've got some more ideas coming up soon. Can you see those? I just think they're so cute. They're like little necklaces. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.